Hello and welcome to my channel for news about reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. Most Hallmark actors may expect to have puppy or kitty co-stars. However, Rhiannon Fish and Christopher Russell had all sorts of different jungle animals when they filmed A Costa Rican Wedding. That includes tarantulas. Rhiannon joked that this led to a trauma bond. What did the Nikki and Nora star reveal about this shared experience and the bond the two actors had over their Crawley co-stars? Rhiannon Fish reveals trauma bond with Christopher Russell. Rhiannon Fish and Christopher Russell star in the new Hallmark rom-com A Costa Rican Wedding. In this movie, she portrays a maid of honor who has to find the monkey who stole the bag with the bride and groom's wedding bands. Helping her navigate the Costa Rican jungle in search of these bags is Christopher Russell's character Ryan. Although he is her nemesis, he is the best person to help her find the rings. Most of all, they need to do this all undercover. They don't want the bride and groom to find out. Speaking to US Magazine, Rhiannon shares that this is not your average Hallmark movie. They spent their time filming in the often muddy jungle where there were all sorts of creepy crawlers. However, this is part of what bound these two actors. Right off the bat, Chris and I got along so well. We joked that maybe part of it was a trauma bond. She also revealed that filming in the jungle created a very different sort of setting. A lot of it was really high stakes, stressful situations that we were put in. But, we formed this very close friendship very, very quickly. And I think that very much translated into the characters and their relationship as well. Some of the creatures they encountered included monkeys, alligators, and a tarantula. However, Rhiannon was not so excited by the latter. I was so scared. She added that working with the tarantula was just truly the bravest thing I have ever done in my life. However, this has now changed how she views all spiders. She will use a spider vacuum to gather them up, and then free them because nothing is ever going to be as bad as that tarantula on my body. The premiere of Rhiannon Fish and Christopher Russell's new movie A Costa Rican Wedding is on Saturday, August 17th, at 8 p.m. Eastern, on the Hallmark Channel. In addition, this movie will be available to stream on Peacock up to 72 hours after the premiere. Lastly, this new rom-com has been available on the Hallmark Movies Now app for the past few weeks. Viewers, would you feel comfortable working with so many jungle critters like Rhiannon and Christopher? Chapter 1, The Perfect Setting. The sun dipped below the horizon of the Costa Rican coast, casting a warm, golden hue across the serene ocean. The luxurious beach resort was bustling with preparations for the grand event, an elegant wedding that promised to be a fairy tale come true. As the finishing touches were added to the floral arrangements and the musicians tuned their instruments, the stars of Hallmark's latest romantic drama, A Costa Rican Wedding, were beginning to arrive. The film's leads, Lila Johnson and Marco Reyes, were the focus of attention. Lila, a poised and radiant actress known for her captivating presence, had flown in from Los Angeles. Marco, a charming and brooding actor with a reputation for intense roles, arrived from New York. Though their on-screen chemistry was undeniable, there was an undercurrent of tension between them that spoke of something deeper, something that transcended their characters' love story. Chapter 2, The Backstage Reality. As the production team buzzed around them, Lila and Marco shared polite nods and brief conversations. Lila had been a rising star in Hollywood, but her career had been marred by personal struggles and a high-profile breakup that left her heartbroken. Marco, on the other hand, had battled his own demons. A tumultuous childhood and a series of failed relationships had left him scarred and wary of trusting others. Their paths had crossed in the film industry, where they found solace in each other's presence, drawn together by their shared sense of vulnerability. Chapter 3, The Unspoken Connection. The wedding scenes unfolded beautifully on camera, with Lila and Marco portraying a couple whose love was as enchanting as the setting. But behind the scenes, their interactions told a different story. During downtime, they would often retreat to quiet corners of the resort, seeking refuge from the prying eyes of the crew. It was in these moments of solitude that their true bond began to emerge. One evening, as the stars sparkled in the clear night sky, Lila and Marco found themselves on a secluded balcony overlooking the ocean. The gentle waves lapped at the shore, creating a soothing backdrop for their conversation. "I never thought I'd find someone who understands," Marco confessed, his voice barely above a whisper. Lila looked at him, her eyes reflecting a mixture of sadness and empathy. "It's strange, isn't it? How we can connect so deeply without even having to say much." Marco nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "It's like we've both been through storms that have shaped us into who we are. And in some twisted way, those storms have brought us together." Their conversation was a window into their souls, an intimate glimpse into the struggles and traumas that had shaped them. It was clear that their connection went beyond the roles they played on screen. They had found a kindred spirit in each other, someone who understood their pain and offered a sense of solace. Chapter 4: The Traumatic Bond. As the days went by, Lila and Marco's bond grew stronger. They shared stories of their pasts, confiding in each other about their personal traumas. Lila spoke of her difficult childhood and the pressure of living up to Hollywood's expectations. Marco revealed the emotional scars left by his turbulent upbringing and his struggles with self-worth. Their conversations were raw and unfiltered, and each revelation deepened their connection. It was evident that their shared experiences had created a unique bond, one that was both healing and profound. Their interactions became a source of comfort and understanding, allowing them to navigate the complexities of their lives with a renewed sense of strength. Chapter 5: The Wedding Day Revelation. The day of the wedding arrived, and the resort was alive with excitement. The picturesque setting provided the perfect backdrop for a ceremony that was both elegant and heartfelt. Lila and Marco, dressed in their finest, stood side by side as they filmed the final scenes of their movie. As they exchanged vows on screen, their performances were filled with genuine emotion. The words they spoke seemed to resonate with their real-life experiences, adding a layer of authenticity to their portrayal of love. It was as if their personal traumas had infused their performances with a depth that captivated everyone on set. During the reception, as the newlyweds danced under the twinkling lights, Lila and Marco took a moment to reflect on their journey. They stood on a secluded terrace, away from the revelry, and shared a quiet conversation. "I never imagined that this movie would lead to something so profound," Lila said, her voice filled with wonder. Marco smiled, a mixture of sadness and contentment in his eyes.